Good morning. And War Eagle. First of all, I'd like all of you graduates, stand up for 1 second. Look in the area where you think your family is. Give your mother a nice round of applause, an early Mother's Day. Thank you. You can see. The President Gogue, Board of Trustees, distinguished faculty, administrators, parents, family members, and to you graduates, thank you for having me. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to come here to speak to you this afternoon, this morning. You know, when I was first asked to serve as your commencement speaker, I asked myself, what could I say to you? How would I say it to you? Then I thought about the significance of my own life and how my life changed when I came to Auburn in 4 years, from an 18-year-old teenager to a 22-year-old responsible young man. One thing that it's hard to put in words, and I'm speaking to you not from Bo Jackson, the athlete, but now Bo Jackson, the parent. I know that your parents are proud of you. I've had my oldest to graduate college already. It may be hard to believe, but yes. And my two youngest are enrolled here at Auburn right now, freshman and sophomore. I know when you all leave here that you're gonna go places, and I know that you're gonna make not only your parents proud of you, but you're gonna make this university proud of you. One thing that I've always said is that you can never keep an Auburn Tiger down. From the time I came to Auburn, I was a quiet, shy 18-year-old. And the reason for that was because I'm the 8th of 10 kids, and I have 2 sisters and myself. We were born with a speech impediment. We stutter. When I came to Auburn, public speaking was the last thing on my agenda. I avoided it like the plague. I was afraid to even, after football games my freshman year, I was afraid to get in front of the news camera to talk because I knew that I was going to get nervous. I knew that I was going to start stuttering and so forth and so on, because when I was a kid in class, I wouldn't answer one-word answers because I knew that I would stutter, and the class would make fun of me and laugh at me. And when I came here to Auburn, that's one thing that my coaches, my professors, my teachers, they taught me. One thing that they taught me was to step outside of your comfort zone and do things that you wouldn't normally do. And that's what I'm gonna ask you all to do when you leave here. Step outside of your comfort zone. Take chances. Not foolish chances, but take chances, because you never know what the world has for you out there. There is a place out there in this big world for each and every one of you. And it's up to you to go out there to grasp it. You gotta go out there and grab hold. You gotta take control of your life. Because I know for the past 4, 5, some of you 6 years, you've had the comfort of getting up, going to class, walking in class late, getting a buddy to get notes for you, and so forth and so on. And that's good because that's all part of being a college student. Now you got to go out and you got to make your own footsteps in the sand. Like everybody else that came down the road before you, before myself, you got to go out and not only take responsibility for being a responsible adult, but you got to go out and start making your own life. You got to make your parents proud of you. You got to make all of these professors and teachers that you've had for the past 4 or 5 years proud of you. That's one thing that I always say. If you're gonna set your goals high, put them on the top of the shelf and climb for them. Don't let anything or anyone deter you from reaching those goals. You have to I said to myself that this wasn't going to happen, that I wasn't going to get emotional, but I know that my mother is looking down on me and all of her grandkids, all of her children right now. And no one would have ever thought that I would be on a stage speaking to the graduating class of 2009. I never thought that I would myself, never thought that I'd be doing this. That tells you how things can change in your life. I've been on the public speaking tour for almost 20 years now. I've spoken to groups from elementary school to Fortune 500 companies. And I am encouraged and excited every time I speak because I learn something new every time. I sit up and I think about what you all are going to do when you leave here. It really doesn't matter as long as you go out and take what you've learned and put it to good use. Because I know each and every one of you want to be successful. If you didn't, you wouldn't be in here right now. I sit and tell my kids, I said, it doesn't matter what you do the next 4.5 years, because I get my kids, when they went off to college, I said, you got 4.5 years, then you're on your own. My oldest did it in 4, so he's getting his master's right now. And my younger two, they will be, I think, a sophomore and junior next year. My youngest, my daughter, she's majoring in speech pathology. And my youngest son is wireless engineering major. My wife, my kid's mother, has her PhD from Auburn, counseling psychology. I have my degree from Auburn, human science, School of Human Science. I'm sorry, Dr. Bradbar, if she's here. The thing that I sit and do with my kids, I say, go out and make your parents proud. And I know that you all have made your parents proud also, from the standpoint that you all have grown from hyperactive, rowdy teenagers to respectable adults. I know a lot of you are going to miss Auburn. A lot of you are going to miss places like the supper club, sleeping in late, doing the things that you've done for the past 4 or 5 years. But you know, that's just like I said earlier, that's all part of growing up. You don't realize what the world out there have for you. Do like I did. Get outside of that box that you've grown accustomed to. Go places where you never thought that you would go. Meet people that you never thought that you would get a chance to meet. because that's the only way that you're going to enjoy life. Get outside of the box, make things happen, be your own person. Thank you for having me. God bless you. And most of all, keep Auburn in your prayers, keep Auburn in your heart, and War Eagle.